Hello there, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of January 18th through the 24th. I do want to announce that I still have mentoring sessions that have slots available coming up for group mentoring. So if you're interested in any kind of mentoring that helps you explore your own psychic abilities or your own intuition, let me know and we'll get you plugged into one of those. All right, so let's get on with your reading, Leo. On Monday, what you have coming up is you have the Ten of Cups showing up in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse, I'm feeling like you have some kind of relationship situation, and it might be a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be, that you're ready to get out of this. You're just like, you know what, I think I've had enough of this relationship. But something's holding you back from actually breaking away. And I feel like you may be like breaking it off and then coming back together, and you're kind of in this cycle of, okay, well, let's try it again, and then break up, and then come back together and try it again. And I feel like on Monday, you're feeling like you're really just stuck in this cycle, and you're not quite sure how to actually break through and break up and just be done with it. So a little bit of frustration coming up with that. Like I said, that could be a romantic relationship. This could also be something going on in a friendship or even with a family relationship where you're really trying to minimize contact or maybe even eliminate contact because maybe this person is not such a great influence on your life. And so feeling a little bit frustrated that you haven't totally reached the goal of where you want to be with minimizing that relationship at this point. That's what's coming in for you, Leos, on Monday. For Tuesday, what you have showing up is you have the World card. And the World card just means that you have basically no limits. There's some situation that you're working with and you're starting to realize that there is no limit to the opportunity that you have in your hands. In fact, the only limitations are those limitations that you put on yourself. Be aware of those. Be looking for those, because if you can get rid of those limitations, then you have no limitations whatsoever in whatever this project or opportunity is that shows up on Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, we have the Devil card. And the Devil card just talks about real growth and expansion. This is a time whenever you're dealing with something that you don't like, maybe you've got a fear that's totally just thrown up in your face, like, oh, maybe this could happen. Whenever I see this come up, usually what happens is we do have those fears that are thrown in our face, and we have to think, well, what am I going to do if this happens? Well, when we do that, what happens is we realize I have options. If the worst happens, I have things that I can do about it. I will be okay. I'll recover. It may not be my favorite thing in the world, but it's not going to kill me either. I'll be fine in the long run. So that's what I see coming up when I see the Devil card is you facing some fears and realizing that maybe they're not as scary as what you always thought they were before. So that's a good card to have come up. That's Wednesday. And then Thursday, Eight of Coins. What I'm hearing is for those of you who are looking for work, Leos, many of you will be at work in one form or another. So at work, meaning maybe you're on an interview that goes well, meaning maybe you're in for orientation, meaning maybe you're in for the drug test prior to hiring on Thursday. Maybe you are in training or in orientation for the new job. Maybe somebody hires you and you get straight to work on Thursday. But I do see you working Thursday, and for those of you looking for a job, this can very well have to do with being on that path to getting a job or even being at work for that new job on Thursday. For those of you not looking for a job, and for whom that doesn't resonate, then this can also come in as doing some physical labor on Thursday. So you may be going to work, and then when you come home, you may be doing stuff around the house, like very physical type stuff. But it definitely talks about working. Now, what you have to know about me when it comes to work is that work can come in one of two ways. So if none of that resonates for you, what I want you to be aware of is that work may be coming in another way for you on Thursday. And what I consider work, besides actually making a living, is doing those things that we do to improve our own character, to improve our own self. So, you know, this could be maybe we are realizing that we're spending too much time in front of the TV and not enough time exercising, and our body's starting to show it. So this could actually be getting up that self-discipline to stick with an exercise regimen. This can be realizing that you want to quit smoking and coming up with a plan. How do I do that? This can be realizing that in certain situations you found that you lie and you don't think of yourself as a lying type of person. And so you're working on, well, how can I be honest even in these situations where I feel a little bit pushed and like I have to lie? So there's all kinds of ways that working on your character can come in. So for those of you who aren't physically working on Thursday, be aware this could be some character work that you're working on that this card is talking about as well. Of course, I do want to remind you this is a general reading, so not everything that comes up here is going to apply to everybody. So some of you may be kicking back on Thursday, but not that many of you, I don't think. Okay. Let's move on to Friday. Friday we have the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody that you're interacting with on Friday. I feel like she's been through a lot. The word that I'm hearing actually is trauma. A lot of times I associate the Queen of Swords with grief, but like I said, this time the word is trauma. So it may not be that she's actually grieving for somebody, but she has seen some major stuff go down. And I almost want to say it's been recently, but it feels like recent is such a relative thing. Within the last couple of 3 years. And I feel like she has been sort of on her way to recovering from seeing this trauma for a while. And for some of these Queens of Swords, it's going to be much more recent than just the past 2 or 3 years. But when you're interacting with them on Friday, this is going to be, for most of you, a lady. For a few of you, this will be a man. I never nail down genders in general readings. But this is going to be a person who has really witnessed some trauma, maybe been the victim of some trauma, but definitely witnessed some. And it's had its impact on this person. And she is coming into a place where she's starting to put that impact behind her more. She's starting to be able to actually smile and enjoy things in a way, I won't say like she used to, but in a way similar to what she used to. So she's getting back to her old self. She's getting back into her old happiness. But it has been a struggle, and I feel like you're interacting with this person in some way on Friday. Now, Saturday. Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins is like harvest time for me. Whenever I see this card, it has to do with bringing in the money. There's something going on that you're getting paid for on Saturday. So Saturday, you know, maybe you're doing a job that gets paid cash under the table and you're paid on Saturday. Maybe you have somebody that repays a loan to you on Saturday. But typically this does have to do with something that you, some kind of effort or investment that you've put in that you're receiving back. So I would say definitely something that you started with the intention that it would pay you back at some point is paying you back Saturday. And honestly, I've seen this card come up in an emotional realm too, even though it's a pentacle card. So in an emotional realm, we could be talking about where somebody's invested into a relationship and made sure that they were trustworthy so that the other person would be able to trust them later on. So this does not necessarily have to be financial, but this is some kind of harvest that you are bringing in on Saturday into your experience, into your life. Now Sunday, you have the Six of Clubs. This is always a fun card to have come up. This talks about that you've been working on a project, and that once this project is complete, it not only benefits you, but it also benefits others in your sphere of influence as well, maybe even some people not so much in your sphere of influence. And so the Six of Clubs talks about people expressing their appreciation for the work that you've put in on whatever this project is. Okay? So that is your week, Leos. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Also, I just want to say the mentoring sessions that I've been doing the last couple months have been just so wonderful. I am meeting the most fabulous people on those. If you're interested in that, please let me know because they just really are wonderful. And then also everybody that I'm reading for. I just have the most fabulous clients around. It's always such a pleasure to meet a new person and to get to read for them. So thank you. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your lives. Thank you for being a part of my life. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.